low key, I always love when people ask like, "Oh, where are you from? Like, where's your family from?" I love it because it's, I get to talk a little bit about my dad's side, and then I get to talk a little bit about my mom's side, and then it's always fun hearing people be like, "Oh my God, I've never heard that mix before. That's so interesting. How did they even meet?" Because when my mom met my dad, my mom had she did not know any English.
Okay.
And she had moved to Boston because she had family that was already living in Boston. So when she
Mm-hmm.
came from El Salvador, she stayed with my uncle, and she met my uncle was working at this restaurant at the time where my dad was working, and my dad was the chef at a restaurant. And so my mom at the time, she was working at like the laundromat upstairs, so she was washing everybody's uniform.
Okay.
And people would come upstairs, they would pick up their laundry. And my dad had the biggest crush on my mom when she first started working
Aww.
there, but my mom didn't know any English. So what my dad would do is like he would just pass her like little doodles and little notes, and my mom would send them back to him. And then
Oh, that is so
eventually, and then
cute.
eventually they would just like pass each other these little drawings and notes. And my dad would ask my uncle like, "How do I say I want to take you out in Spanish?"
Yeah.
And so he would practice, and then eventually he asked my mom, was like, "Quieres salir conmigo?" And his, like, did not speak any Spanish either. But that's kind of how
In his
they,
way, yeah.
yeah, that's how they developed their relationship over time. So my dad helps my mom learn how to speak English, and then my mom taught my dad how to speak a little bit of Spanish. And so together they kind of just like, yeah.
Wow.
And then I was born. My mind is just really fascinating.